Okay, so I am a little rusty because I haven't been here in ages. It's been some months since I shot a YouTube video and frankly, I missed it. So I'm so happy to be here and I am going to be making a video on a project that I was supposed to do ages ago, but life has taught me that I cannot have it all. I cannot have it all, people. 24 hours isn't enough. So I am back and yes, stick with me. Don't go anywhere. Just ignore the inconsistency, but make sure your notification bell is turned on so that whenever I do upload, you're notified. So today I am going to be making some pajamas. I tried to make some patterns, you'll see that video, but today guys, I am going to be making some pajamas using the pajamas I already have as templates. Well, the bottom part, the top part, I'm just going to be using a shirt that I have, a blouse, whatever you call it, you see just now. So these are the bottoms that I'm going to be using to make my pajama pants, and I am going to be using this. I know this looks small, but I'll adjust it. I'm going to be using, hopefully I can get a pattern out of this. So let's get to work, okay? Oh yeah, I need to show you the fabric. So this is the fabric that I'm going to be using to make my pajamas. There you go. Crochet bow. And it's floral. So let's get to the cutting part of this video. So I have laid my pajama pants on top of my fabric, and the fabric is actually on fold so that I can cut the two front pieces at once. So I'm just going to trace out this pattern onto my fabric. I'll also add some seam allowance. Don't forget to do that. So this was the front piece. This is how I folded my pants to cut the front piece. So in order for me to cut the big part, I'm just going to flip this and hold it like this. And we will be able to get this little same procedure. Trace out this onto your fabric and cut, 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 cut. Got our back pieces. So now we are moving on to cutting the top part of our pajama, and I must tell you, it did take me a minute to figure out how to use this blouse or top or shirt, whatever is a template. Like, oh my goodness. But anyway, I think I've got a plan. So I've buttoned up this little thing here, fold it into half. Yes. And it's now laying like this, and I'm just going to trace it out. I don't know how this will look at the end, but it's a learning process. This is the learning center, guys. No pros here. We just try this, figure things out, figure things out. Okay, so let's see. So I'm just going to trace out this thing in here onto my curtain. So stick with me. And just like with the bottom part for pajamas, I have my fabric on fold so that I cut the two front pieces at the same time. We gotta cut on time, baby girl, don't have time. I'm just going to trace this out. Look at my curtain, guys, and I'm just going to cut it out. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. I don't know who made this. If they ask, tell them we don't know. We all don't know who made it. The anonymous or something. It's anonymous. It's something better than nothing. Now let's try to cut out the back, shall we? This also did take a minute to figure out. But let's see. So when you're cutting your big piece, right, you don't have to fold your fabric twice, otherwise you're just going to waste your fabric. Okay? I was about to make that mistake, but then again, I was saved by the bell, and I'm just going to trace this out. So I'm just going to trace it out as it is for now, and then before cutting, I'll just adjust it, because I don't know what I'm doing. That was the back piece. We're just going to cut it. So this is the shirt for our pajamas, and now I'm just going to work on the collar bit. So what you're going to do is, I'm just going to grab my tape measure, and you're going to measure right around your collar. So you're just going to measure from this part round until you reach this very end. So that is what I'm going to do. And then for the width of my collar, because I'm not doing the normal collar that we normally see on pajamas, because that is way complicated for my little brain. So you see the kind of collar that I'm going to make. So for now, let me take the measurements for this thing. Okay, so the full length for my collar is 49.5, and I'm just going to add a few centimeters, maybe one, for some allowance. So I'm just going to take this end 49. So I'm just going to mark 50.5 centimeters. That is for the length of the collar. And then the width of my fabric for this collar, I want it to be I'm going to cut 24. Is that a lot? Okay, I'm going to cut the strip of 20 centimeters. That is going to be the width. So the length is 50.5 that I've cut, and the width is 20. You see what I'll do with this? This page, I am eyeballing all these measurements. You, however, should do the proper thing. Okay, there we go. So this right here is what we'll use to make our collar. So this is the collar. So you're just going to fold the raw edges inside, iron them in place, and then fold your fabric in half, like what I've done. So I'm just going to attach this into our collar. But before I do that, I need to stitch this. So with the fabric flipped outside like this, so I'm just going to do a straight stitch here, same with the other side, and then I'll turn it the right side out, and then I'll attach it onto the collar of this, and then I'll be back and show you the final part of my project. Finally, I am done with this project. Finally. Clearly, I am rusty because I haven't been here in ages. But I am glad I am here, because if I am talking to you right now, it means I have a finished project. These pajamas, baby girl, baby boy, I just made these. Okay. So I think I'm going to add another button here so that it's not too open. Not that it matters, but I want to. I can do whatever I want. So this is the final result for my pyjama set that I made. Word of advice: if you're using templates and not measurements, if you are using templates, and with your templates you're going to add on for allowance so that everything is loose and all that, please use a tape measure. Like, take proper measurements, because I didn't, and I had to cut and trim a lot of things, but I am glad that it didn't ruin anything. I got these gorgeous things that I'll be sleeping in tonight. Okay. So this was another entry into my memory box, which is this corner of the internet. Yes, sir. And yeah, see you guys next time when I upload another video. Until then, leave, love, and DIY, honey. Peace.